Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little how-to on how to do an infinity roll. And first of all, I just say that the best thing to do is always wear a helmet. Anyway, let's get started. First thing you want to do is you want to start off by doing little nose endos, which is this right here. You want to start off doing that by just rolling up and grabbing your brakes and then let go. Okay? Then the next thing you want to do is, after you got those nose endos down and you can roll back kind of straight, you kind of want to start rolling back in a circle. So let me demonstrate that. Come up, grab the front brake, roll back a little bit like that. And just get used to doing that. Once you've mastered that, then you can start adding in scuffing the back wheel, which is where you take your foot and you put it on the back wheel and you just start pushing it, and that way you can get your rotation a little faster. So let me show you an example of that. Okay, so then the next thing you want to learn is kind of how to get out of it. Best way to get out of it is to kind of grab your back brake, because you're already going backwards. Grab your back brake, use that momentum to pull you around, and then pull out of it. Or, you know, I mean, you can stop with both brakes and then just put your foot on the pedal, but kind of looks better when you kind of swing it out and back around. So hopefully I can do one for you real quick. There you have it. That's my how-to on how to do an infinity roll. Let me know if you like it. Hit the like button down at the bottom and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. Peace. Okay guys, another basic trick I want to show you is called megaspinn. And it's basically a trick where you get on your back wheel and you're on your peg and you want to spin it around in a circle like that and then come down. Now, I know some friends of mine who can just keep going on forever and ever. There is a balance point that you can get. I've never really figured it out, but there is this balance point that you can get, and it will help you do the mega spin, and if you just keep scuffing your rear tire. But the way that I'm going to show you is where you lock your brake and you just let it spin around, and usually you get about a 540, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to put both feet on the back pegs like this, and you want to roll up slowly to what you're doing, and then carve kind of left and then right again, depending on which way you spin. It might be right and then left, but I do it to the right, so it's like left and then right, and that will give you kind of a whip action so that you can pull it up, hit your brakes about the middle, and then spin it around. So let's try one real quick, I'll show you. So you want to swing left, then right, hit the brake, pull it right. Okay, so, you know, I obviously put my foot down on that, but that's kind of how you learn. I mean, you sometimes you pull it, sometimes you don't. You know, your foot's always there, and you use that foot, that right foot or left foot, depending on which way you swing, to, as you go left, then you go right, you swing that foot back behind you, and it pulls your momentum around, and then you bring it close. When you bring it close, you start spinning a little quicker. I'm sure you've seen like figure skaters and stuff. When they tuck their arms in, they go faster. When they put their arms out, they go slower. So anyway, that's basically the concept behind it. Is what you want to do is start out at a slow rotation and then bring the bike up to you. And when you bring it up to you, you're grabbing the brake and then you're pulling your leg in, slowly coming back around, and then let it down, and then release your brake and pull out of it. The more you keep a tight body on this, the faster you will spin. But also, you got to keep in mind that you don't want to get it too out of control. So always have that foot ready to put down. Anyway, I'll show you another one. Okay, so obviously you've seen a couple of them where, you know, I put my foot down, and that's basically how you learn. I mean, you get to where you can get it around, and you know, sometimes your foot will come off and sometimes it won't, you know, but once you start getting it around and feeling comfortable with it, you can get to where you can pull it. Okay, see, one thing I forgot to mention was tire pressure. You want to have good tire pressure on both tires on this, especially the back, because that's what you're rotating on. And the better the tire pressure, the easier it is you will spin, and you won't really grip as much. So let's try it again. It's kind of sloppy. Let's try it. Okay, so there you have it. There are some basic tricks that you can do, and you know, just some simple stuff that you can learn and you know, have a little fun doing flatland. It's all about having fun. So smash that like button down at the bottom and remember to subscribe.